Let's keep an eye on all the important global updates coming in, and then all eyes are on the important US inflation data that could impact the Fed's policy decisions. Now remember, headline inflation has been on a constant downward trend since it peaked at 9.1% in June 2022, but it has fallen for 12 consecutive months to its current pace of 4%, and this trend is expected to sustain. Core CPI is also expected to cool off, even though it has remained stubbornly high, falling to only 5.3% in May from the peak of 6.5% in August last year. The expectations for core CPI range between 4.9% to 5.2%.
And shifting focus now to US equities. Now, due to the surge in some of the tech players this year, Nasdaq has announced that it will do a special rebalance of the Nasdaq 100 index, which will come into effect before market open on July the 24th. Now, do remember, the tech-heavy index has notched gains worth nearly 36% this year, well above the pairs S&P and Dow Jones. The index rebalance is expected to address over-concentration by means of redistributing weights.
Alright, and staying with news flow from the US then, lending giant Bank of America has agreed to pay as much as $250 million in fines and compensation. The said payments are to settle claims around the bank double charging customer fees, withheld promised credit card perks, and opened accounts without customer authorization.
And well, shifting the focus to the geopolitics then, China, where President Xi Jinping has called for opening up of the world's second biggest economy on a larger scale. The move to ensure focus on foreign cooperation in areas including trade and investment. He also added that foreign consultancy breakdown has weakened investment appetite for China.
And from China, let's move west to the UK then, where mortgage rates have shot up to the highest level in 15 years. Mortgage rates have been soaring amid inflation and uncertainty over interest rate hikes by the Bank of England. The average rate on a deal is now 6.66%, a level not seen since August of 2008, which was also the year of the financial crisis.
An OECD, or the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, flags risks to jobs with the emergence of artificial intelligence. More than a quarter of the jobs that rely on skills can be easily automated in the upcoming AI revolution, says OECD. They added little evidence of the AI emergence on jobs so far, since the revolution is in the nascent stages.
And let's also get you the latest geopolitical updates then. US President Joe Biden will be meeting Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the NATO summit. The meeting will mark a sign of unity, as Zelensky's attendance at the summit had been in question. Now, Russia's war in Ukraine tops the agenda items at the agenda list for NATO leaders, along with discussing a future pathway for the war-torn country to join the alliance.